Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Melissa and today we're going to be going over yoga for your pelvic health. If you have been experiencing leaking when coughing, sneezing, running, jumping, no, that's not normal and we can work on that and fix that. If you've experienced low back pain, hip pain, pelvic tension, this can all be tied back and related to how we're using our core and our pelvic floor muscles. So this will be the class for you, so stick around. I've got a really awesome challenge at the end, so make sure you stay till the end. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up so that I know, and leave comments down below. One thing you might want to grab before we get started is if you have a yoga block or a pillow, that would be great. So go grab your things and your mats and let's do this. All right, so today we're gonna be addressing restoring your core and your pelvic floor. And no, that does not mean we're gonna be doing lots of different Kegel and core strengthening sit-up exercises. I find with a lot of my clients, especially when they're doing Kegels, they tend to be doing them incorrectly, and sometimes they have really tight pelvic floor muscles to begin with. So then when you're doing that Kegel and bearing down and bracing, it just makes that whole thing worse. And they're really frustrated because they think they're doing the right thing, but it's just leading to the problem. So a lot of things that I work on is breathing and your alignment. Those are the two big things that you want to get down first, and I go over that in a lot of my other videos, so I'll put some links down below for that for you. But today we're going to do 4 different exercises to get you started on restoring your core and your pelvic floor. So let's come down onto our backs first. You're going to find comfortable position. And you're gonna take your palms, and you can also do this standing to kind of practice your alignment. Palms are gonna go right on the front of your pelvis, and then the fingers are gonna point down towards your pelvic floor. And we're just gonna first notice, are your fingers up more or are your palms up more? We wanna try to make sure those two things are even to be in like a neutral position. So we might just have to rock forward and backwards. Sometimes I play around with pillows and putting pillows underneath the shoulders just to lift you up a little bit. It's finding that sweet spot. So you're just gonna gently rock the pelvis back and forth, checking in to see what you're feeling. And we're also working on getting our low back, our pelvis, and our hips to move separately. You're not forcing it, we're not bearing down, just gentle movements rocking back and forth while we're using that breath, okay? So that breath, you can move your hands up to that rib cage while you're still rocking. That breath, we wanna breathe out into our rib cage, not up into our chest. And then when you exhale, feeling it down in that lower abdominal area. So when we exhale, we're creating this tensile strength, pulling on our lower abdominals and pelvic floor muscles. That's why breathing is so important. Our diaphragm's part of our core. Just gently going back and forth. And then stop when you think you're in a neutral position, and then kind of take a peek and see. You want to keep that neutral position throughout our exercises today that we're going to be going over. All right, so that's exercise number 1, pelvic rocking. We've got our neutral position. We're gonna take our pillow or yoga block, place that in between our knees. We're gonna work on strengthening part of one of our hip internal rotator muscles. So we're gonna do a gentle squeeze of that ball. This muscle is called your obturator internus, and it attaches into our pelvic floor. We're gonna lift up and do a bridge, but we wanna make sure we're not tucking our hips and bracing and bearing down. You've got this slight little tilt in the tailbone. Nice gentle breath in. On your exhale, we're gonna gently squeeze that block, lift the hips up, and just check in to see what you're noticing. We wanna make sure our glutes are firing. Put your hands there, make sure you feel it firing up. And then inhale, we're gonna lower back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower back down. Making sure the neck and shoulders stay relaxed. You're just gonna keep up with this pattern. The exhale, we lift, gentle squeeze of the block, squeeze those glutes, and back down. No tucking of the pelvis, no bracing super hard with the core. We're using our breath. We want our core to start kicking on automatically. We don't wanna have to think about it, and doing these different exercises will help with that. All right, one more thing we're gonna add on. We're gonna have our arms by our side, thumbs facing up. The next time we exhale and press up, you're gonna push your arms into the ground. What do you notice? Come back down. Check and see what feels different as you add the arm movement, pressing down. We're working on getting our lats to fire up with our glutes. Good. Keep using the breath for 3, Gentle squeeze of that block. 2. Last one. How you're doing your exercises is super important. Making sure you're using your breath, alignment, and feeling the right muscles. All right, next, here we go. Let's come onto tabletop. Coming onto our hands and knees. First, we're gonna find that neutral spine position. So we wanna make sure that our hips aren't tucked underneath. Hands underneath our shoulders, lengthen through the crown of your head. And pressing the tops of our feet down into the ground. We're gonna take our right leg, kick our right leg back. So we're gonna do a little tabletop series. Exhale, you wanna feel that lower abdominal kick on. So just try it here, gentle breath in. Exhale, blow out, feeling here. Take that right leg, lift your right leg up, reach through your back heel, press the top of the left foot in. Here we go, we're gonna inhale, take your right arm, rotate everything up, reach through that back heel, not bracing. Exhale, slowly bring that arm back down, reach through your back heel, pelvis is even. Inhale the left arm, reach your left arm up. Exhale, bring that arm back down. Leg goes out towards the side, bring it over towards the left tap. Inhale, lift back up, here we go again. Spin the chest, lift the chest open, reach through that back heel. Exhale, lower abdominals, feel it. Slowly rotate the pelvis down towards the ground. Keep reaching through the back heel. Lift that left arm up. Exhale, back down. Right leg goes over towards the side. Fire up the glute. Bring it over towards the left. Inhale, lift up. Peel that chest, lift up. We're gonna go through one more time. Bring it back down. Hips are parallel. Lift that left arm. Come up. Use your breath. Back down. Right leg goes over towards the side. Tap it over towards the left. Bring that leg back behind. Really press into your right home stretch here. Left arm comes in front. Nice breath in. Breathe into the rib cage. Exhale. Feel it in that lower abdominal muscles. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feel it in those lower abdominals. Awesome. Lower back down. And we'll just sink the hips. Come back. Child's pose. Take a nice gentle breath in. Exhale, let it go. Pull yourself, come all the way back up, and now we have the other side. So we find that neutral position in our pelvis. We're soft with that rib cage, nice and strong in our arms. Left leg goes back. Nice breath in. Exhale, feel it in that lower abdominal muscles. Left leg floats up. Drive the top of your right foot into the ground. Here we go. Open up on your exhale, lift, come up. Reach through your back heel. Lower back down on your inhale. Keep reaching through the back heel. Right arm reaches up. Bring it back down. Left leg goes to the left. Tap over towards the right. Inhale, lift back up. Here we go. Exhale, spin. Lift the left arm up. Reach through your left heel. Slowly bring it back down. Hips are nice and even to the ground. Take your right arm, spin it up. Feel that left glute firing up. Bring your left leg over towards the side. Tap it over towards the right. Inhale, lift, come up. Exhale, bring it back down. Last one, here we go. Right arm reaches up, back down. Left leg goes towards the side and bring it back out. So we're using our breath, firing up our core and our pelvic floor by using that breath. Lower back down, sink it back, child's pose. It's all about creating this automatic response with our core and making sure we're feeling it in those right muscles. Come back up. Here we go with our last one. So you're gonna lower down onto your forearms. We're gonna bring the knees back, hips are stacked, knees are gonna stay stacked. On the exhale, we're gonna lift our hips up and we're gonna rotate, lift our arm and our knee up. Making sure we're not rotating with our upper body. We're exhale, feeling it in the lower core. So here we go. Inhale, lift, press up. Good. And then drop it back down. Exhale, we're pressing, lift up and back down. If you want, you can take the leg and even lift the leg up and back down. Use the breath. Exhale, lift up and down. I want you to notice how it feels on this side because it's all about creating balance. Left side, right side. I can tell you, I already know my left side, I definitely have a little harder of a time. Good, press, lift up and back down. 2 more times, here you go. Which is great about this stuff is we're changing the inputs. We're changing how our systems are working, neuromuscular changes. So it takes 8 to 10 repetitions of them, getting those systems moving. All right, here we go, other side. Go ahead, drop down onto the forearm, hips and knees are stacked. And if this feels like it's a lot, you can always just work on pressing and just lift those hips up to start. Okay, on the exhale, we lift and open. Awesome, here we go. Next exhale, press the hips, lift up, no rotating up, and then back down. Press and lift, and back down. Keep using the breath, exhale, lift up, and back down. Great. 4, 3, how does this side feel compared to your other side? 2, last 1. Lower everything all the way back down. And come all the way back up. Awesome job with those 4 exercises to start working on restoring your core and your pelvic floor. If you want to keep learning more information about this, check out the link down below to my Facebook group where you can reach out, ask me questions, and we go over lots of topics similar to this. And what I mentioned, the challenge. Have that 5 minutes for your pelvic floor. 5 minutes a day is all it takes to start working on this to get rid of leaking when you're coughing, sneezing, running, or jumping. So go and check that out. Please, if you have any questions or you're still struggling, leave me a comment down below. I'm happy to help out however I can. And until next time, I will catch you later. Namaste.